What's up everybody, Elizabeth here with Bloom Creative Company, a Squarespace design agency. In today's video walkthrough, I want to show you how to customize the colors of your fonts and content blocks in Squarespace. So let's jump in. To give our site a more branded feel according to our logo maybe, or brand guidelines, or maybe we're looking to go beyond what the template has, maybe we're drawn to different colors, whatever the reason is for changing the colors of text or backgrounds on your site, I'm going to walk you through how to change the color and content and text in your site, as well as buttons. So let's dive in here. If we're on this demo page that I created, and I'm going to click edit. So you'll notice I set us up with a couple content blocks here with differences in heading and paragraph, and we'll dive into how to change those colors here. But if I click this pencil and I come over here to colors, this is what is preset in the template already. So I have all these options, and if you just click within each, you'll notice that your heading turns blue. It's kind of hard to see because it's a really dark blue, but your paragraph stays black. So this, you kind of get a preview here by the different A's. So your heading colors will always reflect the color of this accent color here. So if you have a light minimal, or you can also call it, it's the bold. So whatever is bold, your heading will be a different color. So if you click light bold, you have the light background with the bold header. So obviously here, dark is a dark color, and then dark bold. It doesn't do any changes to that. Same with black minimal and bold. But if you just click through here, you'll see the changes here. So accent light, it's blue and black. Sorry, this might not have been the best example because it's a little hard to see. And here's your accent dark. So in order to change the colors here, I'm going to change this one, and I'm going to come over here and I want to change this one too. Let's maybe do light bold. And then we have a white one down here, but let's change the header color. So let's do white bold. Perfect. So let's say I have a logo that I want to match the exact colors of my logo to the colors in the site. So I come over here to design, click on colors, and then this is where you are going to edit the color scheme. So when I'm in here and I click edit, you can choose from any of these designer palettes. So if you just click around, you'll notice it's changing the heading color and the block and your footer as well. So if you click here, moves through all those colors. If I do this blue and this orange, it changes them. So you notice how that bold heading is always that kind of accent color in here. And if we keep clicking around, you'll just see kind of the different color schemes. Now, if you have a more specific color, you can do an upload of, let's say, your logo. So I have this logo for 360virtualtoursusa.com, and it looks like it's a little bit off. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to crop this really quick. So the whole image shows in. I'm on a desktop Mac computer right now. Exit out of that and let's try this again. There we go. So now it's going to pull colors from the exact image. So it's the same blue here. You go down, it's very close to that light shade of orange, but it will also do the job itself too. So it wants to pull kind of a vivid bright color, a darker color closer to a black or a gray, and then it's going to pull a lighter accent color. So it looks like it took it from that orange. So if you like that, perfect. If let's say you wanted the exact colors, so you could go in here and click custom colors, and then this is where you could click on each circle and change the color for that. So if you wanted that blue to be a darker blue, make that darker blue. If you wanted that orange to be really more of a true orange, change that orange. So it's going to be, again, and I want to show you what it looks like in here when you're in the edit mode. If you click edit and that pencil again, that's where you're pulling all those colors from. So it's going to give you a bunch of variations from those main core colors that you picked. A good rule of thumb is always have a white one and maybe a dark or a really dark gray, and then maybe your two accent colors. So the more you play around with it, the more you'll see, which is going to pair, how it's going to look on the site. But if we want to go back and maybe we have inspiration from a certain photo. So if we click edit here from image and we drop an image in there, it is going to pull the colors from that image too. And again, maybe you don't like this pinkish color, maybe you wanted it to be more of that orange, so you could come up here to edit, and it goes, if you go to advanced, you'll be able to change that color palette that it produced for you. Maybe you wanted that more of an orange, maybe even more of like a really light pink. So again, you have your different blocks that you can play with. I recommend setting up a couple different blocks with one header and one paragraph, and that way you can kind of get an idea of your options for when you will be building out. You know, it's always nice to have a content block like this that is a color to kind of break up the page so it's not too much white, or maybe you want to draw attention, a lot of attention to a certain color block with a call to action maybe. But you can also take this one step further. So if, let's say on here, sorry, I'm going to back up, and I'm going to copy and paste this a couple times. And I'm going to show you all the different variations. So if you wanted different colors for different headings, I want to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to make that heading 2, heading 3, and heading 4. And then we can do the same with paragraph, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to do it with the headers. So if we go back here, we're going to edit. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to hit our section themes. This is where you are going to go into each theme. So right now, if we look at it, it looks like our light bold, right? Because bold is what is going to make our header that other color. It's using that bold color. Our light background matches this. So if I go in here to this pencil, it's going to pull up all my different heading text options. So heading and paragraph. So if I wanted, for example, this top one, and again, you could do it custom, or you can go to your palette. So it'll carry your palette through so you don't have to copy and paste that same color code each time. So maybe you want that first one dark blue. Maybe you wanted the second one. Maybe the second one's a custom color. Maybe it's hot pink. And then maybe the next header is yellow. So this gives you a ton of variations, so much more than the 7.0 Squarespace platform. I mean, you could really go to town with these. The only thing you cannot do is, without code, is putting different colors on the same line, same sentence. So the reason why these are all different is because they're on a new line for each one. So if this was a whole sentence, that whole sentence would be the color. And to get the next color, you would have to make a new line with the new sentence. But you can do the same thing for paragraphs and then with buttons as well. So you're on this theme here, but if we were to go to this theme, accent dark, I hovered over it and I clicked it, you could go in here and, you know, change it up. And let's see, did I mess that up? I might have messed that up. Okay, so classic example, you're somewhere, you don't know how to get back. You can either cancel and not save, or you can save, but I'm just going to go back to those section themes because I'm not sure why it wouldn't go back. So now it's thinking. All right, so I'm going to refresh. And I'm not going to edit this out for you guys because this is just real-time design stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to refresh the page and it's just not doing it. So give it a second. Okay. Here we are. So we're on our color palette again. So you're in design, colors, color palette. So if we like this palette, or maybe we want to go back to a designer palette, maybe we like how this is paired together, the blues and the greens and the whites. Now all the changes we made here are going to stay the same, but if we go over here to section themes, hit save, this is where you're going to go. The pencil will appear for each one. And then, so if we, let's say this white bold, we want more color. And again, if you hover over, it's going to tell you what content section is. So here, light bold, light bold. Here, accent dark, accent dark. So if we wanted to edit that one, just click the pencil. And then here's all your choices again. Your links, you can change a different color. So if you wanted something that is linked to a different website and pink here and then blue here, you could totally do it. Your announcement bar, you can change it. Galleries, I mean, if you just scroll through, this gives you all the different titles for each type of page. So you can really get nuanced with the colors for your theme, for your marketing, for your branding, any of that. So that's where you would find pretty much everything, your blog. So as you can see, as I'm scrolling down, it's all of the content blocks, all the images, just every content block, social links, everything is here. So that is where you would change all that. And then again, just to reinforce, you know, if you're in the footer and you don't like it to be this color, we're editing the footer. There we go. Pencil, colors. This is where you would change it up. I hope you got a ton of value out of that walkthrough, and do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video.